This is as a result of us continuing to push legally with the judge, and the judge ruling that no longer would there be a partial payment, but the full payment. And the moment we got that ruling, Secretary Arkush went into action, pushed that button, and got the dollars flowing again, the federal dollars. And look, as for J.D. Vance, I mean...
Let me point this out here, because, again, isn't it funny how Democratic leadership is fighting for funding SNAP benefits, for funding American programs that help Americans, while Republican leadership is continuing actively trying to destroy the structures that exist to help American citizens.
I got to say, look, I think America has a president and a vice president that don't give a damn about all Americans. They have made that crystal clear.
They have made that crystal clear because even Donald Trump himself said, I hate my enemies. And what does he describe Democrats and the left as? His enemies. So obviously he has said that he does not give two craps about half of America.
And I mean, at least with Donald Trump,
fact check,
he's transparent about that. J.D. Vance is a total phony. And let me explain why. J.D. Vance rose to some prominence by writing a book about growing up in Appalachia, where there's a whole lot of people who get SNAP. He made millions of dollars on the backs of telling their stories, and then he turned his damn back on those very people who he likes to write about and claim as his own.
A whole grifter.
Here's another thing J.D. Vance claims. He claims to be a person of faith.
Where's
I
that
know
faith?
my Bible. And my Bible teaches us that we are to love thy neighbor. And we are to feed the hungry. Deuteronomy says if you see a person who is in need, you don't give them a clenched fist, you open up your hand.
The fact that Governor Shapiro of Pennsylvania can sit here and quote the Bible with accuracy and describe what we should be doing while antithesizing what J.D. Vance is continuously doing as Vice President of the United States by purporting supporting the destruction of our institutions and the destruction of actually helping Americans, it's clear that J.D. Vance should not be the president. And it's very clear that the people who continue to still support him at this point in this administration, 10 months in, are still under the Maga spell and the Maga cult. And somehow we have to continue fighting and shoving down the truth down their ecosystems, because finally, hopefully, one day it will exist that the truth actually is that Donald Trump and this administration is hurting them and is benefiting the tech oligarchs, is benefiting this dictatorship in regards to this new America.
So for J.D. Vance now to turn around after claiming all these things his whole life and literally go to court to stop hungry people from eating, that is not only phony, it is shameful.
And it is
and
evil.
This is who is leading America today. And folks got to wake up and realize the people who are leading in America quite literally want to keep people hungry. And you'll excuse me for getting emotional about it, but when I see hungry people in my state who are hungry because of J.D. Vance's bullshit politics, that makes me angry. And that's why I went to court. And that's why we're funding SHARE. And that's why we're putting dollars back on people's SNAP cards, because that's what the people of Pennsylvania deserve, and America deserves better than J.D. Vance.
America deserves better than this administration, and I can guarantee you all that. And what Governor Shapiro said in regards to everything about J.D. Vance, that also includes what this administration from the head, Trump, is doing, is 100% true. It's phony. It's disgusting. It's grifting. And it's a complete hypocrisy when it comes to caring for Americans versus the implementations and actions this administration continues to take. And it's very frustrating to see that people are still defending this administration. And honestly, the people defending this administration are the people who want to be like Donald Trump, a convicted felon. That is who is idolizing Donald Trump, hoping that one day they can share the billions of Donald Trump, hoping one day that they have the opportunity to rise up to the level of monetary value of Donald Trump, when in truth, what this presidency is not about giving people hope. It's about keeping people under a thumb to ensure that the rich stay richer and the poor stay poorer. So if you're sitting here making under, I would say, $100,000, maybe even $150,000 a year, these people in our top offices in this country do not care about you. They just don't.